and like as I said, an annual ritual where all the top leadership of the BJP goes and wishes the BJP patriarch at his residence.
Absolutely, Abhishek, as you're pointing out, of course, today is his 95th birthday that's being celebrated by the top leadership of the BJP who made their way to his residence. And Abhishek, of course, taking us through the fact that this is almost an annual ritual. Abhishek, but Mr. Advani does still lead the Margdarshak Mandal, which essentially is the party's elders who talk about what the policies should be.
Well, Nupur, theoretically, yes, but practically it is more like, more like a graceful exit given to the elders, given the decision that was taken by the party and by Prime Minister that those above 75 should not be in active executive responsibilities. So sort of a transition, and that transition being provided by this this body of Margdarshak Mandal. I don't think it meets very often, to be very honest. For example, we have been closely watching since its existence. It's infrequent meetings. I don't remember last time when it happened. Of course, apart from at that time, Atal Bihari Vajpayee and L.K. Advani, it also included Rajnath Singh and among others. But as of now, I think this is more like just a graceful exit given to the elders. Given the fact that when it comes to governance, and now remember BJP has been in power for 8 years, it's a very intense, energy-intense exercise under the leadership of Narendra Modi, and it can be very taxing. So in that sense, Margdarshak Mandal is more like a position of respect and graceful exit, as I said. This is different. What we are seeing is, as I said, Prime Minister making it sure that on the occasion of birthday of L.K. Advani, he is physically present there, spent some time with the patriarch and, of course, the rest of the family, and sort of, courtesy and dignity being extended to the veteran BJP leader.
Right, Abhishek, please do stay with us. We'll quickly go across to Harsha, who was, I think, reporting from outside L.K. Advani's residence. Harsha, take us through what you see around you.
Exactly, Nupur. Right now you're seeing the visuals of Prime Minister Narendra Modi's cavalcade, which has reached outside the residence of L.K. Advani. Today is the 95th birthday of the stalwart leader of BJP, L.K. Advani, and right now we are seeing the visuals as Prime Minister Narendra Modi arrived here 5 minutes back only. He is here to wish L.K. Advani, and we have seen it not for the very first time, but earlier also we have seen on all his birthday of L.K. Advani, PM Modi every time comes physically to wish the patriarch on his birthday. Not to forget, L.K. Advani has a larger than political sphere of experience in BJP. He became Rajya Sabha member in 1970, in 1975 became the information minister in the prime ministership of Morarji Desai. He has been seen as the aggressive and combative Hindutva ideology image he set after 1980 when Bharatiya Janata Party was first found along L.K. Advani and Atal Bihari Vajpayee together founded BJP. Initially 1951 L.K. Advani joined Jana Sangh when he was first made the secretary of Rajasthan unit by Shyama Prasad Mukherjee. After that he has continually rose to the sphere of politics, and not only that, to make the image of BJP overall in the country, he has done several yatratras, several political movements. We have seen how to polarize and how to, after 1980, we saw how in 1990 the yatratras were taken by L.K. Advani. So these are very important visuals which are coming, which we are showing you from outside the residence of L.K. Advani, as Prime Minister Narendra Modi not only wished him on Twitter but also came physically, has come physically to wish L.K. Advani on his 95th birthday. Right. He was born in 1927 in Sindh province, and after that he came to India in Delhi after partition, and from that point onwards we have seen how he took part in political movement. He joined RSS at the age of 14. So not to forget that his career, that his political career rose from RSS to BJP, and he has also been minister in the coalition government, not only in the coalition government. He has been the longest party president of BJP. He has been a parliamentary member for 3 decades, and now we are seeing how stalwart is helping different political leaders to rise in their political career. When Narendra Modi was first made the Prabhari of 2 states, after that we saw how in Yatra in 1990, Narendra Modi also followed the footsteps of LK Advani and learned the political lessons and political graphs and down and falls from LK Advani. So we can also say that Narendra Modi at some point of time until now considers political guru, and Margdarshak Mandal, as Abhishek sir was also quoting, to LK Advani, and he has been teaching political lessons to all the political leaders now who are in BJP. Everyone now and then, whenever there's some important movement, where important decision has to be taken, the top leadership always goes to LK Advani for many decisions and for many advices. Yes, Nupur.
Absolutely. Harsha, do stay with us. We are, of course, looking at pictures that are coming in to Republic TV from outside LK Advani's residence, where senior BJP leadership, including the Prime Minister, are now making their way to wish him. I think we've also got our political editor, Aishwarya Kapoor, on the phone line with us. Aishwarya, as we've been talking about, of course, this is a yearly ritual that we see senior leadership of the BJP making their way to wish LK Advani on his birthday. He turns 95 today. He also, of course, does lead the Margdarshak Mandal of the BJP.
Well, absolutely. And it's a milestone. We're talking about 95 here. And you're going to have the complete top brass, not only Rajnath Singh, whose visuals are on air at this point of time, but Home Minister Amit Shah, whom we are being told is going to coming back to New Delhi only for this, and then the Prime Minister himself. And that is marking respect to the BJP patriarch, to the man who at one point in time was leading the BJP, the man who has done a lot all through his life, and then the present leadership of the BJP marking their respect for LK Advani at his Shivaji Residence Road. So, very, very clearly at this point of time, and it's an yearly ritual on the birthday of the BJP patriarch. All the top brass, all the top leaders of the BJP come and wish him good health. So at this point of time, Rajnath Singh on the right, and then the Prime Minister's cavalcade to arrive in the next few minutes itself. We have seen last time as well, the Prime Minister, Home Minister, Defence Minister, all together sitting and having a nice chat with LK Advani on his last birthday, that was the 94th. This is a milestone, 95th. Prime Minister has never forgotten, even once, after becoming even after becoming the Prime Minister of India, every birthday he has been there as a mark of respect to the BJP patriarch, the man whom the complete BJP owes a lot to, and that today on his 95th birthday, you have the Defence Minister Rajnath Singh wishing him. You have the Prime Minister arriving at his residence within the next few minutes. And it's a mark of respect. At that age, at that point of juncture, when the leader has done everything, has completely given his life for the party, and the party leadership not only accepts, but also as a mark of respect, irrespective of the positions they are sitting in, come and wish their tallest leader is a great sense, and it's a message to the cadre that the respect the BJP has for its top leader.
Yes, absolutely. And as you're pointing out, of course, he is looked upon by all the top rank of the BJP as the principal architect, really, of the BJP's rise as a major national political party. After the Ram Janmabhoomi movement of the late 1980s.
Well, absolutely. Let there be no doubt about it. Not only about 1980, even prior to the last general elections, we saw his last Jat Yatra, which actually started from Siddaramaiah, Chhatrapati in Bihar, and went all across the country. He has been active for more than 4 decades. 4 decades of politics, even more than that, beg your pardon. So active for over half a century, actively active. We've seen when BJP was at 2 in Parliament, and now to see BJP in full majority, to have a BJP Prime Minister back-to-back for 2 consecutive times it's something which Lal Krishna Advani and late Atal Bihari Vajpayee only dreamt of. And their proteges, Prime Minister Modi and Amit Shah, are making their dream a reality. And when the Prime Minister, the Home Minister, the Defence Minister, as a mark of respect, come and wish them, it's a sense of pride for not only them, but the complete party and the cadre. And it's his 95th birthday.
Right. Aishwarya Kapoor joining us on that. Thank you very much. So pictures on your screen are coming to you from LK Advani's residence, where the Prime Minister and senior leadership of the BJP has gone to wish him on his 95th birthday. Now, in what is being touted as a big move by the union government, the Jammu and Kashmir administration has decided to give preference in MBBS and BDS admission to children of victims of terrorism. The decision was taken after the go-ahead from the Ministry of Home Affairs. It is for the first time that the government has taken a step like this one for victims of terrorism. All right, we are now going to play out a reaction of that we are getting from the BJP on this. This is Sunil Sharma.
आज फैसला आया है, उसका भारतीय जनता पार्टी जम्मू कश्मीर स्वागत करती है। आतंकवाद पीड़ित परिवारों के बच्चों को MBBS और BDS में जो रिजर्वेशन मिली है, जिसका बोर्ड ऑफ प्रोफेशनल एंट्रेंस एग्जामिनेशन ने आज नोटिफिकेशन निकाली है, ये रिजर्वेशन मिलने से उन आतंकवाद पीड़ित परिवारों के जख्मों को मरहम है, जो पिछले कई दशकों से इंतज़ार में थे कि उनके परिवारों की भी कोई सुध ले। आज जिस प्रकार से गृह मंत्रालय ने ये ऑर्डर निकाला है, उन परिवारों में भी उत्साह है और आम जनमानस भी इसका स्वागत करती है। भारतीय जनता पार्टी भी इस फैसले का तहे दिल से स्वागत करती है।
Reactions over there coming to the decision that has been made by the Jammu and Kashmir administration to award certain number of seats to either spouses or children of victims of terrorism. Let's also listen in to how this is being welcomed by family of Rahul Bhatt, who was killed by terrorists in the valley.
ने एक बड़ा फैसला लिया है और जम्मू कश्मीर में अब जो भी बच्चे जो कि आतंकी गतिविधियों के जिनके जो अभिभावक हैं वो शिकार बने थे, उन्हें अब MBBS और BDS की परीक्षाओं में जो है वो तरजीह दी जाएगी। बात करने के हमारे साथ शहीद राहुल भट्ट के पिता मौजूद हैं। सर, आप किस तरह देखते हैं, आप एक टेरर विक्टिम की फैमिली हैं, ये सरकार का जो निर्णय कि MBBS और BDS में प्रेफरेंस दी जाएगी उन बच्चों को?
ये बहुत अच्छी बात है, उन फैमिलीज़ के लिए बहुत खुशी की बात है जिन लोगों ने अपने बच्चे, जिन लोगों ने अपने सच्चे ताए खो दिए हैं, उन लोगों के लिए, उनके बच्चों के लिए बहुत बड़ा तोहफा है। अच्छी बात है, होना चाहिए, क्योंकि एक विक्टिम होता है तो उसको सहायता मिलनी चाहिए।
आपको लगता है कि सरकार ने वो देखा, क्योंकि जब एक घर का जो कमाने वाला चला जाता है तो तकरीबन घर तबाह हो जाता है, बच्चे चाहे जितने भी पढ़ने वाले हों कई बार आगे नहीं बढ़ पाते?
सर, बहुत होता है, इससे मेंटली भी प्रेशर पड़ जाता है बच्चे को भी, तो कुदरती बात है, थोड़ा बहुत प्रोत्साहन इससे भी मिल जाए, अगर कोई रिजर्वेशन मिल जाए तो बहुत अच्छी बात है।
बहुत अच्छी बात है। राहुल भट्ट की पत्नी मीनाक्षी जी भी हमारे साथ मौजूद हैं।
और जी मैं ये बोलना चाहता हूँ, इसके साथ साथ ही ये कम से कम वन टाइम इनको सर्टिफिकेट ही इशू करनी चाहिए कि भाई ये इस तरह है तो इनको वक्त पर अपने दिया जाएगा,
वक्त पे दिया जाए स्वाभाविक तौर पर। मीनाक्षी जी, आपसे जानना चाहूँगा, क्योंकि हमने देखा है जब राहुल जी के साथ ये दर्दनाक हादसा हुआ आतंकी गतिविधि के बाद, पूरा परिवार बिखर सा गया था। किस तरह देखते हैं इस निर्णय को?
हाँ, ये तो बहुत बड़ा ये फैसला है, क्योंकि बच्चे की तो मेन फिर रह जाता है बच्चे, क्योंकि जो चला जाता है उसकी जिम्मेवारी होती है एक हिसाब से सारी घर की, बच्चे की। तो इससे तो काफ़ी सपोर्ट मिल जाएगा कि आगे स्कोप तो है बच्चे के लिए, बच्चा भी ज़्यादा प्रेशराइज नहीं होगा इसके लिए कि हमें कल को कमाना है फिर खिलाना है घर वालों को। उससे अच्छा है कि स्टडी कर सकता है, अपना तो निकल ही जाएगा उसका पढ़ाई का खर्चा।
तो स्वाभाविक तौर पर शहीदों के परिवार जो हैं वो भी इस कदम का स्वागत कर रहे हैं और ये कहा जा रहा है उनकी तरफ से भी कि सरकार की तरफ से एक महत्वपूर्ण कदम है जिस तरह से तरजीह जो है वो एडमिशन्स में दी जाएगी MBBS और BDS की। गौरव साहनी के साथ गुरसिमरन सिंह, रिपब्लिक मीडिया नेटवर्क।
And in fact, Gursimran is reporting on this from Jammu. He joins us live. Gursimran, positive reactions coming into that decision that's been taken by the union government. We are also given to understand that this is going to be rolled out from the next academic year. Tell us more.
Yes, this will be going to be implemented from the next academic year 2022-23, and this is very important step, keeping in view the things that have changed on ground. See, there was a time in the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir when there used to be scholarship for the children of the terrorists killed by the security forces. Those who were questioning, those who were attacking the sovereignty and unity of the India, they were being awarded. But now, post 2014, the things have changed on ground, and especially after abrogation of Article 370 and 35 alpha, when the Jammu Kashmir came directly under the control of the union government, they have said one thing very straight, that there will be no appeasement for the terrorism, no tolerance for the terror acts in the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir. And this policy of crushing the terrorism now seems to be bearing the fruits on ground, because the data speaks that the terror incidents have come down to a large extent. The stone pelting has been vanished from the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir, and these are some remarkable steps. See, radicalization has always been one of the key challenges which is even existing now, and there are efforts that are being made. But the visible impact of the terror and the terror proxies has come down. The government is making sure that the radicalization is also dealt with an iron hand, and this decision of the government, it was in proposal for over a year now, but this time the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir, the Jammu and Kashmir Board of Professional Entrance Examination, they have come out with a notification in which the children of those who have lost their life to the terror incidents have been asked to fill up the forms, and this is going to be very important in the long term, where the brave hearts and those innocent civilians killed by the terrorists are being honored.
All right. Gursimran bringing us those details from Jammu. Thank you for joining us. Gursimran, of course, reporting on the new policy announcement that's come out from the Jammu and Kashmir administration. And here's a look at what else is making news this morning. The External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar arrived in Moscow for a two-day visit. He will be meeting Russia's Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov for talks. Discussions are expected to cover an entire gamut of bilateral issues. The BJP will hold a meeting of its Central Election Committee on Wednesday evening in a bid to finalize its first list of candidates for the upcoming Gujarat Assembly elections. A massive fire broke out in a plastics factory which is 800 meters away from an IOC depot in Sapara in Bihar last night. The fire has been doused and no casualties have been reported. According to Indian Oil Terminal in charge at Patna, the Indian Oil Terminal is completely safe. People set afloat miniature boats to mark Boita Bandhana, which is also known as the Boat Festival. The festival is a commemoration of the maritime glory of Odisha and is observed every year on Kartik Purnima. Chhattisgarh's Chief Minister Bhupesh Baghel took a dip in the Kharun River at Mahadev Ghat on the occasion of Kartik Purnima. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be unveiling the logo and the theme of India's G20 presidency today. According to Prime Minister, logo, theme and the website will reflect India's message and overarching priorities to the world. India will assume the G20's presidency from the 1st of December this year. During the course of its G20 presidency, India will hold about 200 meetings in 32 different sectors in multiple locations across India. You are watching Republic TV, and up next, 26 Congress leaders jump ship to join the BJP in Himachal Pradesh ahead of assembly elections. An NCP leader and supporters block screening of a Marathi movie assault cinegoers. An FIR is lodged against Jitendra Wad.
How water cannons are being used upon all these protesters who are trying to break through this barricades.
10% quota for the poor is upheld in the Supreme Court. 3 out of the 5 judges uphold the pro-poor quota.
Elon Musk says that going forward, any Twitter handles engaging in impersonation without clearly specifying parody will be permanently suspended.
You had your links with him. Mr. Watra, what do you have to say on this? Going to be executed, Mr. Watra. Every time you run like this, Mr. Watra, please answer. The youth congress is right now protesting outside, demanding that Arya Rajendran must step down as she has violated her oath.
6 Muslim women, they burnt hijab, expressing solidarity with the anti-hijab movement in Iran. Shamantri reiterates the poll promise in Himachal. He says UCC is not for votes, instead it's for development.
Bandari is going to be extradited. You had your links with him. Going to be extradited, Mr. Vatra. Every time you run like this, Mr. Vatra, please answer.
Protests taking place in Kolkata by the nursing students and job seekers who are protesting against TMC government in the state of Bengal.
Protest by the BJP councillors inside it. All they want is the Arya Rajendran must step down immediately.
Congress Neta from Karnataka, he says the word Hindu is not even Indian. It has a Persian origin.
Dramatic scenes unfold outside the Thiruvananthapuram Corporation after a letter had leaked which said the youngest mayor of the country, Arya Rajendran, had sent a letter to the district CPM secretary stating that there are 295 temporary vacancies that are available and that can be filled by the party leadership. This has caused a huge turmoil in Thiruvananthapuram itself, and as you can see, the youth congress has taken out a protest.
Top headlines at 10:30. 26 Congress leaders jump ship to join BJP in Himachal Pradesh ahead of state assembly. NCP leader and supporters block screening of Marathi movie Assault Cinegoers. FIR lodged against Jitendra Awad. The centre government approves quota in MBBS and BDS course for spouses and children of those killed in terror attack in the valley. Conman Sukesh Chandrashekhar shoots another letter, says more dirt to come. AIMIM leader claims stone pelting on Vande Bharat Express targeting Owaisi and his convoy. A fast-track court to pronounce its verdict in Shivling worship at Gyanvapi Mosque today. Thanks for staying with us on Republic TV. You're watching Live and Breaking with me, Nivedna Prabhu. In our top story that we're tracking at this moment, now conman Sukesh Chandrashekhar has dropped yet another letter bomb. Now remember, he has been addressing these letters earlier to the Lieutenant Governor as well. In fact, in his new letter, he has made fresh allegations as well. In fact, he's also gone on to state that he was asked to fund the polls of the Aam Aadmi Party in Punjab as well as Goa. So those were the big claims that he has made in this new letter that he has addressed. In fact, he's also said that constant pressure from the Aam Aadmi Party for funding. He's also gone on to state in that particular letter that he's ready to be hanged if he is wrong. So these are the this is the fourth letter that conman Sukesh Chandrashekhar has addressed. In fact, in his earlier letters as well, he has stated about, he's in fact gone on to name Aam Aadmi Party Supremo Arvind Kejriwal as well as Satyendra Jain and Kailash Gehlot. But this is the new letter that is coming where he's leveled fresh allegations about the Aam Aadmi Party and receiving pressure from them for funding of their elections. In fact, BJP's Shehzad Poonawala did react to this fourth letter that Sukesh Chandrashekhar did put out. Let's listen in to what he had to say.
The candid confession from Sukesh has come out in the public domain where he says how the Aam Aadmi Party has extorted money from him for Punjab and Goa elections. It is a party of Mahathugs who are thugging and who are doing Thagai, Ugai and Kamai from a thug like Sukesh inside Tihar jail. ऐसी कोई जगह नहीं जहां ठगा नहीं, inside jail or outside jail. But the question is that will Mr. Kejriwal act against the Vasuli Bhai, Satyendra Jain, who is still a minister in his cabinet? Was he kept as a minister so that he could extort 10 crore rupees as protection money inside jail? And how many more people was he extorting money from? Is it not true that 50 crores was paid for Rajya Sabha seat? Is it not true that more money was extorted to expand the party in the south? That Arvind Kejriwal went for a party of Sukesh? That he spoke to Sukesh on a black iPhone where his name was saved as AK2? That money was transferred and exchanged in Kailash Gehlot's farmhouse? All of these questions must be answered and answered specifically. But instead of answering them, the victimhood card is pulled out and it is shown that this is vendetta politics. Mr. Kejriwal should stop playing the vendetta and victimhood card and should tell us that if he has nothing to hide, why not have a free and fair probe by allowing Kailash Gehlot and Satyendra Jain to be sacked and to be made to resign till the time a free and fair probe takes place. Satyendra Jain is in jail for the last 4.5 months and has got no relief.
Well, that was, of course, BJP Shehzad Poonawalla talking about the fourth letter that has come out. In fact, in that particular reaction of Shehzad Poonawalla, he has spoken about how the link of extorting money is one of the evidences. In fact, he's also pointed out about the transactions done at Kailash Gehlot's farmhouse was found. So obviously, BJP Shehzad Poonawalla also pointing out why is Kejriwal quiet on this, number one, and on the other hand, of course, why is Satyendra Jain not sacked at the moment, even after these particular allegations that have been levelled. Now remember, this is the fourth letter that Sukesh Chandrashekhar has put out. In his previous letters, he also went on to state that he had to be paying an amount to 10 crore to Satyendra Jain in terms of the protection money via Hawala was one of the points put out. In fact, Sukesh Chandrashekhar also said that he was feeling threatened as well. And after that, the development that we did see was that the DG was also transferred. But the latest letter that Sukesh Chandrashekhar has put out now claiming that in this fresh letter that there was pressure to be funding the elections of the Aam Aadmi Party in Punjab and Goa. In fact, Sukesh Chandrashekhar in this particular letter has spoken about the fact that the assault and threat organized on him was by the Aam Aadmi Party was via the DG. In fact, he's also made serious allegations saying that there was constant pressure from the Aam Aadmi Party for funding. He's pointed out that the Aam Aadmi Party wanted him to fund the Goa and Punjab polls. In fact, he's also spoken about the southern expansion, going on to state in that letter that he was asked to bring other party MLA.
नेता रहे हैं भाजपा की अगर बात की जाए सियासी सफर की अगर हम जिक्र करें देख सकते हैं तस्वीरें प्रधानमंत्री खुद मिलने पहुंचे लालकृष्ण आडवाणी से अपने सियासी सफर की अगर बात की जाए तो 14 साल की छोटी उम्र में 1941 में अपने सियासी जीवन की शुरुआत की थी लालकृष्ण आडवाणी ने और इसके बाद उन्होंने पूरा जीवन आरएसएस और भाजपा की स्थापना में लगा दिया। अटल बिहारी वाजपेयी की अगुवाई में आडवाणी 2002 से 2004 तक देश के 7वें उप प्रधानमंत्री रहे और 2015 में उन्हें भारत के दूसरे सर्वोच्च नागरिक सम्मान पद्म विभूषण से नवाजा गया। आप देख सकते हैं 95वां जन्मदिन है लालकृष्ण आडवाणी का, जिसकी बधाई देने के लिए रक्षा मंत्री राजनाथ सिंह के साथ प्रधानमंत्री अटल बिहारी वाजपेयी भी नरेंद्र मोदी भी वहां पर पहुंचे हैं और अटल बिहारी वाजपेयी की अगुवाई में सशक्त रूप से उन्होंने कार्य किया और एक कद्दावर और बेहतरीन नेता भाजपा के रहे हैं वो। अगर भारतीय राजनीति की बात की जाए तो उनका कद बेहद बड़ा और वाजपेयी सरकार में कई प्रमुख ओहदों पर रहे और आज उनका 95वां जन्मदिन। वरिष्ठ भाजपा नेता लालकृष्ण आडवाणी का जन्मदिन है आज और उसी की बधाई देने के लिए प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी और साथ ही रक्षा मंत्री राजनाथ सिंह उनके आवास पर पहुंचे। तस्वीरें आप देख रहे हैं लालकृष्ण आडवाणी का जन्मदिन आज और भारतीय जनता पार्टी के वरिष्ठ नेता हैं, उनका जन्मदिन है और उन्हीं को बधाई देने के लिए प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी
Well, we also have our executive editor for politics, Aishwarya Kapoor, joining us on the phone lines. Aishwarya, good morning. Now, of course, Advani was the key leader of the RSS and the BJP. He spent all his life to RSS and BJP. How do you view this with the fact that, of course, he has been a mentor for many, including Prime Minister Narendra Modi?
And let there be no doubt about it that all the 8 years, whenever the ever since Narendra Modi becoming the Prime Minister, he has never forgotten the birthday of his mentor and then the BJP patriarch, Lal Krishna Advani, this time around as well. Prime Minister Modi, alongside Defence Minister Rajnath Singh, going and wishing the BJP patriarch, and in cousins are also the son and the daughter of Mr. Advani, Jayant Advani being the son and Pratibha Advani the daughter. We have seen this is an yearly ritual. Prime Minister Modi, Defence Minister Rajnath Singh, and even Home Minister Amit Shah, who's in Gujarat, they have always gone and wished the BJP patriarch at his Prithviraj Road residence on his birthday. There has been a lot which has been said that what has happened with keeping it is his 95th birthday. The BJP is giving a clear sign that the respect they have for their patriarch is not related anyways of how active or how much useful you are for the party. What has been done by LK Advani for over half a century for the party, BJP leadership and the cadre still respect him for that. And when Prime Minister himself, Chief Minister Rajnath Singh himself, go and wish him, it's a message which goes to every BJP cadre that this is the respect you should have and hold for your patriarch. And from the time of BJP was at the figure in the parliament was at 2. So the point when LK Advani and late Vajpayeeji's dream, that is what Prime Minister Modi and then the BJP of present is actually living. They have made it a reality. So when they go and wish LK Advani, and it's not only we are being told that at least once in a couple of months, there are also communications which happen. But the whole expression of Prime Minister while he speaks and speaks, his mentor and the BJP patriarch is in itself a clear message of the greetings which are in the Prime Minister and then Mr. LK. These are live beaming in from Prithviraj.
Right. Aishwarya, in fact, talking about the fact that, of course, Advani, was winning the Lok Sabha seat from Gujarat since 1991, before, of course, Modi became the chief minister. In fact, Advani did project Modi for the first time in Gujarat. So if you could talk to us about that as well and their equation over the years.
It has been very clear. You are absolutely correct. That Prime Minister Modi was projected as the chief minister of Gujarat for the first time by LK Advani, who was then deputy prime minister. So very, very clearly, the mentorship and Prime Minister Modi himself has said, let alone that what others have spoken and said. So Prime Minister himself has said very, very clearly that what he owes to the party first and then to the leadership of that point of time, and whatever that is, the call of the heart then, because that time it is for state.
All right, we'll try connecting with Aishwarya Kapoor, our executive editor for politics over there. But like he was pointing out, we're of course getting those exclusive visuals on your screens as well of Prime Minister Modi meeting LK Advani on the occasion of his 95th birthday. In fact, Defence Minister Rajnath Singh is also present over there. Aishwarya was also pointing out about the equation between Prime Minister Modi as well as LK Advani. In fact, they make this a regular point to meet LK Advani on his birthday every year. So those are, of course, the exclusive visuals that we're getting in, where we can see Prime Minister Modi greeting LK Advani on his 95th birthday. All right, we'll try connecting with Aishwarya Kapoor once again to get us the latest. But this is, of course, the exclusive visuals that we're getting right here on Republic, where we can see Prime Minister Modi as well as Defence Minister Rajnath Singh also greet and wish Lal Krishna Advani on his 95th birthday. Now, the stories that we're tracking at this hour: a fast-track court hearing a plea seeking permission to allow worship of the Shivling claimed to have been found in the Gyanvapi Mosque complex in Gyanvapi Srinagar Gauri Temple, which will pronounce its verdict today. A case of cheating has been registered under sections 420 and 34 of the IPC against former Maharashtra Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray's right-hand man and former State Minister Anil Parab in connection with the Dapoli resort fraud case. Now, the police will investigate the matter further. NCP leader Jitendra Awad and his supporters blocked screening of a Marathi film assaulting the audience in the cinema hall. Now, he and his supporters, while trying to vacate the hall, roughened up many cinegoers. A complaint has been lodged. In yet another embarrassment for the Aam Aadmi Party, conman Sukesh Chandrashekhar has written a fourth letter alleging harassment and threats by Delhi CM Arvind Kejriwal and his minister. Now, he also claims more dirt is yet to come and the funding was for Goa and Punjab. Days before Himachal Pradesh goes to polls, Congress lost several prominent and front-faces candidates in the state. As many as 26 Congress leaders jumped ship to join the BJP. AIMIM leader Waris Pathan claimed on social media that party chief Owaisi's convoy was attacked while on board the Vande Bharat Express. He claimed that stone pelting happened en route to Surat. In a big move, the government of India has decided to keep a reserve quota for terror victims in medical courses in Jammu and Kashmir. As per the notification released by the Home Ministry, the seats in MBBS and BDS courses will be allocated to the spouse and children of terrorist victims from the centre for the academic year 2022-2023. Captive crew members of MT Heroic Idun's ship in Equatorial Guinea sent distress message informing that they were sent to the detention facility in Malabo. Now, they also suspected that they will be illegally sent to Nigeria by aeroplane. External Affairs Minister Jaishankar arrives in Moscow for a two-day visit. He will meet Russia's Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov for talks. Now, discussions are expected to cover the entire range of bilateral issues as well as exchange of views on various regional and international developments. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to unveil logo and theme for India's G20 presidency today. Now, according to the Prime Minister, logo, theme and website will reflect India's message and overreaching priorities to the world. Now, India will assume G20 presidency from 1st December this year. During the course of the G20 presidency, India will hold about 200 meetings in 32 different sectors and multiple locations across the country. Time for a short break now, but on the other side, 26 Congress leaders jumped ship to join the BJP in Himachal Pradesh ahead of the state assembly. And still to come, AIMIM leader claims stone pelting on Vande Bharat Express targeting Owaisi and his convoy. We'll get you the latest on that after a short break. Stay tuned to Republic TV.
Massive fire has broken out at a private company in phase 2 of Noida. 7 fire tenders are on the spot. 83-year-old former Intelligence Bureau officer died on Friday has prompted the Mysuru police to register a case of murder. Conman Sukesh Chandrashekhar has written another letter to the Delhi LG. In the third letter, Sukesh has alleged that he has been receiving threats from the jail administration.
How water cannons are being used upon all these protesters who are trying to break through this barricades.
10% quota for the poor is upheld in the Supreme Court. 3 out of the 5 judges uphold the pro-poor quota.
Elon Musk says that going forward, any Twitter handles engaging impersonation without clearly specifying parody will be permanently suspended.
You had your links with him. Mr. Watra, what do you have to say on this? Going to be executed, Mr. Watra. Every time you run like this, Mr. Watra, at least please answer.
The youth congress is right now protesting outside, demanding that Arya Rajendran must step down as she has violated her oath.
6 Muslim women, they burnt hijab, expressing solidarity with the anti-hijab movement in Iran. Mantri reiterates support promised in Himachal. He says UCC is not for votes, instead it's for development.
Mr. Vadra, is going to be extradited. You had your links with him. Going to be extradited, Mr. Vadra. Every time you run like this, Mr. Vadra, at least please answer.
Protests taking place in Kolkata by the nursing students and job seekers who are protesting against TMC government. Protests taking place in Kolkata by the nursing students and job seekers who are protesting against TMC government in the state of Bengal.
Protest by the BJP councillors inside it. All they want is the Arya Rajendran must step down immediately.
Congress Neta from Karnataka, he says the word Hindu is not even Indian. It has a Persian origin.
Breaking news coming in. A level 1 fire has been reported in Mumbai's Vile Chawl. Now, the fire took place due to a cylinder blast is what we're understanding so far. On the other hand, 5 have been injured in the fire and they have been shifted to the hospital. The condition of the injured is stable is what we're learning so far. So that's the big breaking news coming in, where a level 1 fire has been reported in Mumbai's Vile Chawl. Now, the fire took place due to a cylinder blast. In fact, talking about the injuries, 5 have been injured and they've been shifted to a hospital. But we're learning that the condition of the injured have been is stable. Cutting across to Sandeep, who's getting us more details about this. Sandeep, good morning. What is the latest update that we have about the level 1 fire that's been reported here? Sandeep, if you can hear me. All right, we'll try connecting to Sandeep in a bit to give us more details about this, but this is the latest that we're learning so far, that the cylinder blast was the reason for this incident to have transpired. In fact, a level 1 fire, in fact, in Mumbai's Vile Chawl, where the fire took place due to a cylinder blast. Now, 5 were injured in the fire and they have been shifted to the hospital. What we're learning so far is the condition of the injured is stable. All right, we have more breaking news that is coming in, where this one is from Kupwara, Jammu and Kashmir, where we're learning that at least 20 people were injured after a bus accident at the Vateen area of the Handwara, and the injured have been shifted to a hospital. So a bus accident over there reported in Kupwara and Jammu and Kashmir. We're learning so far at least 20 people were injured. In fact, those visuals as well on your screen of this unfortunate bus accident that transpired in Jammu and Kashmir. Now, we're talking about this particular incident. 20 people were injured and the injured have been shifted to the hospital is what we're learning so far. So the visuals as well clearly indicating the bus accident that has transpired in Jammu and Kashmir's Kupwara. We'll of course try getting more details from our correspondent as well. But this is the latest in terms of the visuals also coming in of this bus accident that transpired in Kupwara, which has injured 20 people. On the other hand, the 20 who were injured in this bus accident have been shifted to the hospital. For more information on this, we have Gursimran, a correspondent, reporting on this. Gursimran, give us the latest details on this. We do understand that 20 were injured after the bus accident, but they've been shifted to a hospital. But any casualties that have been reported? All right, Gursimran, if you can hear me, can you tell us the latest about this unfortunate bus accident that transpired in Kupwara? Any casualties that have been reported so far?
See, so far no casualties have been reported. This is near the Vatayan area where this incident has taken place, an unfortunate incident in which over a dozen people, around 20 people,
in which over a dozen people, around 20 people, are said to be injured. They have been shifted to the nearby medical facility, and wherein they are being given the treatment. This incident has been reported at around 8:30 in the morning, after which the security forces, the Jammu and Kashmir Police, Indian Army, all rushed to the spot, and they provided the immediate on-spot assistance, medical assistance to those who were injured. And the cause of the accident is still not known, but what it seems that it was the loss of control that led to this unfortunate incident. Now the preliminary investigation in this regard is on. The police has also registered a case, and they are carrying out the investigation. But the 20 people who have been injured in this unfortunate incident, they are being treated at the nearby medical facility.
All right, that was Gursimran. Thank you for getting us those latest details about this unfortunate accident that transpired in Jammu and Kashmir's Kupwara. Like Gursimran was also pointing out, the injured have been shifted to a hospital. Now, this incident, of course, like Gursimran said, took place at 8:30 in the morning today in the Vatyan area of Handwara. It's a bus accident visuals as well of the incident that took place in Kupwara and Jammu and Kashmir. In fact, 20 people were injured in this bus accident here, which took place at 8:30 a.m. and the injured have been shifted to a hospital.
क्या उससे नजदीक कोई स्थान नहीं था? क्या बिलासपुर में कोई बिल्डिंग खाली नहीं थी? ये बिलासपुर के हक को छीनने का काम इन्होंने किया। 4 लेन बनना शुरू हुआ, कंपनी वाले इनसे दुखी हो गए, कांग्रेस के भ्रष्टाचार से वो भी छोड़ के चले गए।
Dramatic scenes unfold outside the Thiruvananthapuram Corporation after a letter had leaked which said the youngest mayor of the country, Arya Rajendran, had sent a letter to the district CPM secretary stating that there are 295 temporary vacancies that are available and that can be filled by the party leadership. This has caused a huge turmoil in Thiruvananthapuram itself, and as you can see, the Youth Congress has taken out a protest.
Massive fire has broken out at a private company in phase 2 of Noida. 7 fire tenders are on the spot. 83-year-old former Intelligence Bureau officer died on Friday has prompted the Mysuru police to register a case of murder. Conman Sukesh Chandrashekhar has written another letter to the Delhi LG. In the third letter, Sukesh has alleged that he has been receiving threats from the jail administration.
How water cannons are being used upon all these protesters who are trying to break through this barricades.
10% quota for the poor is upheld in the Supreme Court. 3 out of the 5 judges uphold the pro-poor quota.
Elon Musk says that going forward, any Twitter handles engaging impersonation without clearly specifying parody will be permanently suspended.
You had your links with him. Mr. Water, what do you have to say on this? Going to be executed, Mr. Water. Every time you run like this, Mr. Water, at least please answer. विधानसभा क्षेत्र में 2 मोबाइल क्लिनिक चलाएंगे। आपके गांव-गांव आकर आपका चेकअप भी करेंगे, आपको दवाइयां भी देंगे। मित्रों, रेलवे लाइन 40 किलोमीटर का जमीन अधिग्रहण कर लिया, 20 किलोमीटर का ठेका करके बनानी शुरू कर दी। 4 लेन अगले साल पूरा हो जाएगा। हाइड्रो इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेज बनाकर दे दिया, एम्स बनाकर दे दिया, और घुमारवीं का भी अस्पताल 50 बेड से 100 बेड का कर दिया है। इसके अलावा भी ट्रॉमा सेंटर से लेके पीएससी ऑक्सीजन प्लांट हो, सब कुछ लगा कर दिया। और मैं आपको एक निवेदन और करना चाहता हूं मेरे भाई और बहन, कि अगर आप पूरा देखोगे पूरा संसदीय क्षेत्र, तो केंद्रीय विश्वविद्यालय 2010-11 में मंजूर हुआ, 2021 में जाके शुरू हुआ। क्या कांग्रेस ने 5 साल क्या किया? रुकवाया आपके प्रोजेक्ट को। इसलिए मेरा निवेदन है कि हमें प्रोजेक्टों को रुकवाने वाली नहीं, प्रोजेक्टों को पूरा करवाने वाली सरकार चाहिए। और मेरी बहनों, आपके लिए तो विशेष तौर पर खुशखबरी है कि पहली बार किसी पार्टी ने अपनी बहनों के लिए, मातृशक्ति के लिए अलग से संकल्प पत्र लेकर आए हैं। जिस गर्भवती महिला को पहले 6,000 रुपया मिलता है, अब 25,000 रुपया हमारी सरकार देगी। सरकारी नौकरियों में उषा जी तो रिटायर होगी, पर अगली जिस भी नौकरी करनी होंगी, सरकारी नौकरियों में 33% आरक्षण महिलाओं को मिलेगा। 100 में से 33 नौकरियां आपको मिलेंगी। 6वीं से 12वीं क्लास की बच्चियों के लिए, बेटियों के लिए साइकिल मिलेगी, तो कॉलेज जाने वाली के लिए स्कूटी मिलेगी। यही नहीं, हमारी अगर किसी गरीब की बेटी की शादी है तो उसको अब 11,000, 31,000 नहीं, 51,000 रुपया शगुन के तौर पे मिलेगा। और जो गरीब और जरूरतमंद बहनें हैं उनके लिए साल में 3 रसोई गैस के सिलेंडर बिल्कुल मुफ्त में मिलेंगे।
Protests taking place in Kolkata by the nursing students and job seekers who are protesting against TMC government in the state of Bengal.
Protest by the BJP councillors inside it. All they want is the Arya Rajendran must step down immediately.
Congress Neta from Karnataka, he says the word Hindu is not even Indian. It has a Persian origin.
Dramatic scenes unfold outside the Thiruvananthapuram Corporation after a letter had leaked which said the youngest mayor of the country, Arya Rajendran, had sent a letter to the district CPM secretary stating that there are 295 temporary vacancies that are available and that can be filled by the party leadership. This has caused a huge turmoil in Thiruvananthapuram itself, and as you can see, the Youth Congress has taken out a protest.
Massive fire has broken out at a private company in phase 2 of Noida. 7 fire tenders are on the spot. 83-year-old former Intelligence Bureau officer died on Friday has prompted the Mysuru police to register a case of murder. Conman Sukesh Chandrashekhar has written another letter to the Delhi LG. In the third letter, Sukesh has alleged that he has been receiving threats from the jail administration.
How water cannons are being used upon all these protesters who are trying to break through this barricades.
10% quota for the poor is upheld in the Supreme Court. 3 out of the 5 judges uphold the pro-poor quota.
Elon Musk says that going forward, any Twitter handles engaging impersonation without clearly specifying parody will be permanently suspended.
You had your links with him. Mr. Watra, what do you have to say on this? Going to be executed, Mr. Watra. Every time you run like this, Mr. Watra, please answer.
Thanks for tuning in this Tuesday morning. We are live and breaking. I'm Samiksha Srivastava. Lots lined up for you with the next half hour. First up, a quick check of the top headlines. 26 Congress leaders jump ship to join the BJP in Himachal Pradesh ahead of state assembly polls. NCP leader and supporters block screening of Marathi movie Assault. Cinegoers FIR lodged against Jitendra Ahmed. Central government approves quota in MBBS and BDS course for spouses and children of those killed in terror attack in the valley. Conman Sukesh Chandrashekhar shoots another letter press release, says more dirt to come. AIMIM leader claims stone pelting on Vande Bharat Express targeting OAC and his convoy. A fast-track court to pronounce its verdict in Shivling worship at Gyanvapi Mosque today. And starting with our top focus, a case that has been filed against NCP leader and former cabinet minister Jitendra Avar. A case has been registered at the police station under sections including 141, 143, 146 and 149 of the IPC. In fact, this of course comes after the scuffle that broke out in Thane theatre last night, where the Marathi movie screening was stalled. So NCP Jitendra Avar, who has stalled the screening of the movie, saying that the facts, the history was distorted in this particular movie. So the question now arising as to what really justifies this kind of hooliganism that was reported in this particular theatre. We have Alicia also joining us, reporting live in that story. Alicia, if you could first put this into context for us, what is the objection really that the NCP has when you talk about this Marathi movie for which the screening was stalled?
Well, we heard Jitendra Avar mentioning that there are some of the characters and specifically the history that has been shown in the movie is something not acceptable, which is why he and his supporter went to the same theatre inside and they forcefully asked all the viewers to come out of it. And we even saw some of the supporters who actually trashed the viewer who opposed the agitation that was led by Jitendra Avar. Well, we know that the case has been registered, but what has also been said by the Bharatiya Janata Party leaders that there will be strict action that is going to be initiated against it. So for more on this, we are already joined with senior BJP leader Ram Kadam. Sir, looking at the act that has been done by Jitendra Avar, he's mentioning that there is something in history that has been insulted by the people, the makers of movie Har Har Mahadev. But there were the common people, they were trashed, they were beaten up. Whoever has come forward and said that they are not going to stop with the agitation, and they have actually stopped the agitation and they have been trashed. So how do you look into it, as we know that the Bharatiya Janata Party is in power in Maharashtra now?
See, it is absolutely condemnable. No one will support such kind of a act, whereas senior NCP leader and who was ex-cabinet minister also, he and his party workers have taken law in their hand. It is absolutely ludicrous. Who has given them permission to take law in their hand? They cannot forcefully ask people to shut shops in the mall. They did that. Even after that, they have beaten up those innocent people who came for that show. See, if Mr. Award or his political supporters or his party has some valid point, if they have some valid point, they can put across who have stopped them. But taking law in their hand, it is not acceptable in our country. It is violation of law. It clearly shows their arrogancy. It clearly shows how they are treating our law. They are trying to disturb law situation in our state.
Mr. Kadam, if I asked you that, because this incident has something not new, because we even know that Jitendra Avar, when he was the minister, has also called some of the police officials to his residence and trash, and there was a case, but no action that was initiated. But now the Bharatiya Janata Party is in power, and such people, because those are the people who were asking about what about the money that they have invested, what about the time that they have invested, and also the person who came forward and stopped the agitation that was done by Jitendra Avar and his supporters were brutally trashed.
See, NCP leader is a responsible person. He is a senior leader of NCP. And as I said, in the past also he was cabinet minister 2 times. And it is not expected such kind of illegal activities which is done by him and his political party workers. It's not acceptable at all. See, there are 2 points. We are not stopping him to make his valid points, whether it is valid or not valid. We can debate upon that. If he has some objections, he can raise those objections. No one will stop him. But it should be in a democratic manner. It should not be like he can go into any mall and he can, force everyone to shut their shops and he encourage that hooliganism. It is not acceptable in Maharashtra because now it's not Uddhav Thackeray's government who would have been completely quiet or silent in such kind of situation. We have been taking strict action against everyone, whoever has been involved in these activities. Is absolutely illegal.
That is what I was coming through, because we know that the FIR has already been registered. But what are the strict action that is going to be initiated? Because this is something, a safety of the people who just went to see a movie. But without even informing about it, they just came into the theatre and thrashed people like anything. Whoever objected to their action has been brutally, assaulted. So what the government is going to take action against those?
See, as I told you, this government will not protect anyone, will not shield anyone. So there are 2 points. The point number 1 is whoever has been involved in this illegal activities or this hooliganism, they should be behind bars immediately. Police personnel have been working on it. And normally, as you know, that when such kind of incidents happen, whoever has been involved in this or have been involved in this, because there were quite a few mob was there. So they do not stay at home. They always ran away somewhere else. The police have been searching for them, and very soon they all will be behind bars. This is point number 1. And whoever have booked their tickets in the mall, so Mr. Awad or his political or his party workers, they do not have any rights to stop such kind of screening. As for the law is concerned, will take strict action against that part also, and whoever paid money and already got the tickets will speak to the mall authority, the theatre owners, how to deal this situation. But one thing is very clear. Now, under the leadership of Honorable Chief Minister, Mr. Eknath Shindeji, and our Honorable Deputy Chief Minister, Mr. Devendra Fadnavisji, we are not going to protect anyone. We will punish them very stringently.
Okay. So this was BJP MLA and a senior leader, Ram Kadam, who spoke to Republican, clearly mentioned that there will be strict action will be taken against those, whether it is Jitendra Awad, because we know that the Vartak Nagar police has already registered an FIR under various sections, including section 403, 406, 409, 413, and as well as there are Mumbai Police Act that has also been invoked in the FIR that has been registered against Jitendra Awad and his party workers.
Alicia, stay with us. We also have Sandeep reporting from outside Jitendra Awad residence. Sandeep, here, of course, we saw how the viewers were roughed up. The screening was stalled. The question here arising as to what really justifies, even if the NCP has an objection to the movie, has problems with the facts that have been shown in the movie, what really justifies the kind of visuals that surface, the kind of how, of course, the viewers were roughed up outside the theatre in Thane?
See, definitely there is, there is no space for hooliganism any which ways. But yes, we are at the residence of Jitendra Awad, and in fact, we are looking after for his reaction in regards of the things that he had done yesterday. In fact, several sections of IPC has been registered against Jitendra Awad, and in fact, I will go through the sections. Sections 141, 143, 146. 149, 323 and 504 of IPC has been in fact registered against Jitendra Rawat, and shortly we are expecting Jitendra Rawat to give his reaction in regards of the actions that he took place. Remember, there have been several incidents in the past as well in regards of film. But yes, we are at his residence also, and in fact we have been asked to move out. We are trying to get his reaction. Award साहब कब आएंगे? कितने देर में आएंगे अवार्ड साहब?
बंद करो बाद में बोलो.
So we have been asked to move out, so we are going out, and we'll still wait for Mr. Jitendra Rawat, and we'll try to get his reaction. We've been asked to move out. कितने बजे तक आएंगे जितेंद्र Rawat?
Sorry.
So at this point of time, we have been asked to move out. We'll try to get his reaction. In fact, we will wait for his reaction because of the action that he took place, that have taken place in Viviana Mall, and I'll show you the visuals. Now, this is the Viviana Mall wherein he went in there. And this my video journalist Sameer Shelke is showing you the visuals of Viviana Mall. The multiplex is located out here at Viviana Mall, and in fact this Viviana Mall is just opposite to his residence, in fact, and in fact I'll show you the residence. This is the residence now. Sameer Shelke, my video journalist, will show you the visuals. This is the residence, and just opposite to the residence of Jitendra Rawat, the Viviana Mall is located. And in fact, yesterday he in fact went into one of the theaters, and in fact beat up the viewers who are watching the movie. In fact, there's no place of hooliganism, but despite all the facts, he was himself a minister in the previous government. He took law in his hands. He and his party workers, in fact, beat up the viewers who were there sitting and watching the movie. So definitely one of the most important point out here is that whether the Thane police will arrest Jitendra Rawat or not.
Well,
those
absolutely.
100 party workers who were there and who created ruckus there in the theatre.
Well, absolutely, Sandeep. So it remains to be seen if that arrest follows next after the FIR that has been registered against the NCP leader, who's also been a cabinet minister. Let's take a closer look at those visuals that came in yesterday of how the scuffle broke out, how the viewers were roughed up, and how that whole screening of the movie was stalled by the NCP leader and his supporters. And we'll play out that full, the full visual that came in last night of how the NCP leader, along with his supporters, they stormed into this particular mall in Thane. And of course, what followed next was a complete ruckus, scuffle that broke out at this theatre last night. The Marathi movie screening was stalled, and what the NCP claims is that the facts have been distorted, history has been distorted in this movie, for which the screening of which was stalled by the NCP leader and his supporters. Well, take a look at these visuals that came in last night.
कुणी काही म्हणजे काय विकृत आहे म्हणून बोललो विकृत आहे बोललो महाराजांचे भक्त आहे आम्ही पण महाराजांचे बघू नका ना
पटवून देत आहेत
कुणी काही म्हणजे काय विकृत आहे म्हणून बोललो. विकृत आहे बोललो. महाराजांच्या भक्त आहे आम्ही. महाराजांच्या भक्त इतिहास बघू नका ना मग. इतिहास
And as you just heard it, a complete pandemonium that was seen in this particular mall last night. Alisha, we also muted the abuses that were being hurled by the NCP leader and his supporters. Talk to us on whether any word coming in from the NCP leader. Has he been apologetic for the kind of ruckus that broke out in this mall last night?
Well, nothing as the statement that has been coming from NCP, because it's their leader who entered the theatre, and we know how brutally the person was thrashed. He was beaten up by the award supporter just because he wanted to stop the agitation that was done by Jitendra Award and his supporter. But as of now, all we know that there is only a case that has been registered against Jitendra Award and 100 workers under various sections. But as of now, there is no action initiated. But what has been told by the BJP, who is right now in power, has clearly mentioned that strict action will be initiated against those who were found guilty, whether it is Jitendra Award or whether it is supporters, and also they are going to speak to the theatre just because the people there who were present, the viewer, the audience who were present in the theatre, they have actually raised many of the questions, because all of a sudden we see that Jitendra Award just entered to the Viviana Mall.
Alisha, yes, just hold your thoughts there. I'll just come back to you. We have BJP's Tushar Bhosle also joining us. Sir, if I can get your quick response. Of course, no word, no apology that has come in from the NCP leader so far. What is the action that the BJP is seeking against the NCP leader as we speak?
देखिए, एनसीपी के और कांग्रेस के जो लोग हैं ये खुद को तानाशाह समझते हैं, और महाराष्ट्र में तो ये जब सत्ता में थे तब सत्ता में ये जितेंद्र आव्हाड मंत्री बन गए थे, और मंत्री पद पे रहते हुए भी इन्होंने एक व्यक्ति जिन्होंने इनके ऊपर आलोचना की थी तो इनके ऊपर भी इन्होंने इनको घर पर बुलाकर उनको मारपीट की थी, और आज जब ये सत्ता में नहीं है तो ये ऐसा व्यवहार कर रहे हैं। ये लोग खुद को तानाशाह समझते हैं, लेकिन कानून हाथ में लेना ये महाराष्ट्र में बिल्कुल नहीं चलेगा। महाराष्ट्र में अनुशासन का सरकार महाराष्ट्र में राज कर रही है, इस पे ये बिल्कुल सहा नहीं जाएगा। जितेंद्र आव्हाड के ऊपर सख्त से सख्त कार्रवाई होगी। कानून सबके लिए एक है, कानून से ऊपर कोई नहीं है, और जो लोग हाथ में कानून लेकर यहाँ पे लॉ एंड ऑर्डर की सिचुएशन खराब करना चाहते हैं उनको बख्शा नहीं जाएगा। जितेंद्र आव्हाड पे सख्त कार्रवाई।
जी तुषार भोसले जी, हमसे धन्यवाद हमसे बात करने के लिए। पॉइंट ऑफ कोर्स टेकन, लॉ एंड ऑर्डर दैट वाज टेकन इनटू हैंड्स बाय द एनसीपी लीडर एंड हिज सपोर्टर्स। फॉर नाउ लेट्स कट अक्रॉस टू अ प्रेस ब्रीफिंग बाय द बीजेपी।
का और गोवा का और कहां का चुनाव लड़ा। क्या आगे चुनाव लड़ने के लिए ही आपने ऐसे सुकेश चंद्रशेखर नाम के ठग से 500 करोड़ रुपए जुटाए हैं, 50 करोड़ रुपए लिए हैं? तो हमारी तो शंका यहां हो रही है कि इसी तरह जुटाए हुए पैसों से अब ये दूसरे चुनाव भी लड़ने के लिए, हारे जीते चाहे सर्वे जो भी कहे, लेकिन लड़ने में लगे हुए हैं। ये भी एक जांच का विषय बनता है। चूंकि मामला इतना संगीन है, इसलिए भारतीय जनता पार्टी ये डिमांड करती है कि इसमें आरोप प्रत्यारोप से काम नहीं चलेगा। इस पे हमें कहीं ना कहीं सत्य पे पहुंचना होगा। न हम मीडिया का समय बर्बाद करना चाहते हैं, न दिल्ली की जनता का समय बर्बाद करना चाहते हैं, और न तो अपना और उनका समय बर्बाद करना चाहते हैं। इसलिए भारतीय जनता पार्टी ये मांग करती है कि इस केस में जुड़े हुए तीनों व्यक्तियों का, उस सुकेश चंद्रशेखर जो तिहाड़ में बंद है, सत्येंद्र जैन मंत्री जो तिहाड़ में बंद है, और अरविंद केजरीवाल जिनके ऊपर फोन से बात करने, 50 करोड़ रुपया लेने, राज्यसभा की सीट बेचने, आम आदमी पार्टी का कोई प्रमुख पद बेचने के ऊपर और 500 करोड़ रुपए जुटाने का आरोप है उस अरविंद केजरीवाल जी का भी। इन तीनों का पॉलीग्राफ लाई डिटेक्टर टेस्ट करवाने की जरूरत है, ऐसी भारतीय जनता पार्टी डिमांड करती है। दूध का दूध, पानी का पानी होगा, ये पता चल जाना चाहिए। और हमारे देश का, दुनिया का विज्ञान इस जगह पहुंच गया है कि पॉलीग्राफ लाई डिटेक्टर टेस्ट के बाद हमारे पास कोई शक की गुंजाइश नहीं रहती है। और भारतीय जनता पार्टी इस पॉलीग्राफ लाई डिटेक्टर टेस्ट के साथ साथ ये भी मांग करती है कि इस पॉलीग्राफ लाई डिटेक्टर टेस्ट का मीडिया में लाइव प्रसारण हो, ताकि सब कुछ दूध का दूध, पानी का पानी हो। भारतीय जनता पार्टी चाहती है कि रोज के आरोप प्रत्यारोप, हमें दिल्ली के लिए काम करना, हमें दिल्ली के लिए पार्क बनाना है, हमें दिल्ली के लिए टनल बनाने, हमें दिल्ली के लिए बड़ी बड़ी सड़कें बनानी है, हमें दिल्ली के लिए 50 कार्य करने हैं, नालों के जल से पानी झील बनानी है, और आप हमको रोज आरोप की चर्चा में ला देते हैं। निश्चित रूप से भ्रष्टाचार की बात होगी तो हमें तो बात करनी पड़ेगी, क्योंकि हमारा काम है, हम दिल्ली में विपक्ष में हैं, इसलिए हम किसी भी भ्रष्टाचारी को भ्रष्टाचार करके निकलने नहीं देंगे। यह हमारा संकल्प है भारतीय जनता पार्टी का। आपको अंत में एक बात बताते हुए मुझे ये कहते हुए अजीब भी लगता है कि अरविंद केजरीवाल जी, आपके ऊपर बहुत गंभीर आरोप लगे हैं। ऐसे में तो जो मनोज तिवारी भारतीय जनता पार्टी की डिमांड रख रहा है, ये तो आप ही को कर देना चाहिए था। आप अक्सर पहले कहते रहे हो, आपको तो खुद आगे आना चाहिए था और दूसरों पर इल्जाम लगाते रहे हैं आप। आज आपके ऊपर ना सिर्फ उंगली बल्कि सबूत के साथ उठ रहे प्रश्नों पर आप चुप्पी साधे हैं। इस चुप्पी को भी तोड़ने की आवश्यकता है अरविंद केजरीवाल जी।
सवाल हम लोग ले सकते हैं।
जी,
हमने देखा कि काफी सवाल जो अरविंद केजरीवाल के पॉलिटिकल टूरिज्म पे भी बीजेपी ने उठाया कि दिल्ली में पोल्यूशन है, सुकेश के ऐसे लेकर आ रहे हैं, फिर भी अरविंद केजरीवाल जो है गुजरात में है, वहाँ के जो उनके आम आदमी पार्टी के अध्यक्ष है वो हिंदू धर्म पे काफी आपत्तिजनक बयान देते हैं। राजेंद्र पाल गौतम का एक और नया वीडियो आया है जिसमें वो ये कह रहे हैं कि कुछ साल में हिंदू माइनॉरिटी हो जाएंगे। तो एक तरफ अरविंद केजरीवाल गुजरात में जाके मंदिर जाते हैं और राजेंद्र पाल गौतम जो कि अब मंत्री नहीं है लेकिन पार्टी में फिर उनका ऐसा विवाद वाला बयान आता है कि हिंदू माइनॉरिटी हो जाएंगे। क्या कहेंगे?
देखिए, अरविंद केजरीवाल जी का, आम आदमी पार्टी का, ये सब सम्मानित सदस्य हैं अभी भी, आप जिनका नाम ले रहे हैं, जिन्होंने हिंदू देवी देवताओं का अपमान किया है। और ये स्पष्ट हो चुका है कि मूलतः ये हिंदू देवी देवताओं का न सिर्फ अपमान करते हैं बल्कि हर तरह से नुकसान करने में लगे रहते हैं। लेकिन आज हमारा सवाल सिर्फ इतना है कि क्या अरविंद केजरीवाल जी ऐसे ही इतने बड़े आरोप पे चुप्पी साधे रहेंगे? जेल में बैठा हुआ व्यक्ति अभी एक और चिट्ठी लिखा है जिसमें उसको धमकियां मिल रही हैं। धमकियां मिल रही हैं कि तुमने ये आरोप कैसे लगा दिए। तो ऐसी स्थिति में अब भारतीय जनता पार्टी तो इसकी बात कर रही है कि इन अपराधियों तीनों का, जो आरोपी हैं, इनका पॉलीग्राफ लाई डिटेक्टर टेस्ट हो। और मैं एक और बात ऐड करना चाहता हूं कि बहुत जल्दी इन सभी को जो जेल में हैं, सुकेश चंद्रशेखर और सत्येंद्र जैन, इनमें से सत्येंद्र जैन को जल्दी से जल्दी किसी न्यूट्रल जेल में करना चाहिए जहां से ये सबूतों को बाधित न कर सके। एनी मोर क्वेश्चन? हाँ,
एक आरटीआई सामने आया है जिसमें ये बताया गया है कि दिल्ली गवर्नमेंट ने एम्प्लॉयमेंट सेस के नाम पे पिछले 8 साल में 15 करोड़ रुपए खर्च किए हैं और इसमें से अभी बस 300 करोड़ रुपए यूटिलाइज किए और बाकी 12 करोड़ रुपए यूटिलाइज किए।
अरविंद केजरीवाल जी के पाप का घड़ा फूटने लगा है। अब जब घड़ा फूटता है तो आप देख सकते हैं कि किधर किधर से उसका पानी और गंदगी फैलता है। तो अभी तो ये सारे पाप के घड़ों के फूटने की अलग अलग तस्वीरें हैं। इस पर हम लोग फिर बात कर लेंगे। आज हमारी सिर्फ इतनी बात है कि इन तीनों का पॉलीग्राफ लाई डिटेक्टर टेस्ट हो और सत्येंद्र जैन को किसी न्यूट्रल जेल में शिफ्ट कराई जाए।
As you just heard, BJP press briefing after that fourth letter that's been written by conman Sukesh surfaced. BJP demanding a probe into these allegations that have been made by conman Sukesh Chandrashekhar, also saying that he should be shifted to another jail. This, of course, after conman Sukesh in the letter that's been addressed to the media stated that he's still being threatened by AAP leaders, including Satyendra Jain, saying that there is constant pressure from the Aam Admi Party for funding, and that also when the letter in which conman Sukesh said that AAP wanted him to fund the Goa and Punjab poll. So these are the grave allegations that have been made by conman Sukesh. Remember, in this letter that we've accessed, conman says that he has enough proof to corroborate these charges that he's levelled against the Aam Admi Party. The letter in which he says that he was asked to bring other party MLAs to AAP in Tamil Nadu, and that he was even threatened to withdraw complaint against jail DG in the High Court. We'll step into a very short break for now, but on the other side, we'll continue with the live coverage and news breaks on all that's making news from across the country. After the break, we'll get you more details as it's MBBS quota for terror victims in J&K. And the big Gyanvapi verdict expected today on the Shivling worship.
The Youth Congress is right now protesting outside, demanding that Arya Rajendran must step down as she has violated her oath.
6 Muslim women, they burnt hijab, expressing solidarity with the anti-hijab movement in Iran. Mantri reiterates support promise in Himachal. He says UCC is not for votes, instead it's for development.
Mr. Vadra, is going to be extradited. You had your links with him. Going to be extradited, Mr. Vadra. Every time you run like this, Mr. Vadra, at least please answer.
People set afloat miniature boats to mark Boita Bandhana, or the Boat Festival. The festival is a commemoration of the maritime glory of Odisha and is observed every year on Kartik Purnima. Chhattisgarh's Chief Minister Bhupesh Singh Baghel has taken the holy dip at a Karon river at the Mahadev Ghat on the occasion of Kartik Purnima. Prime Minister Modi will unveil a logo and theme for India's G20 presidency today, according to the Prime Minister. Logo, theme and website will reflect India's message and overarching priorities to the world. India will assume the presidency of the G20 on the 1st of December this year. During the course of its G20 presidency, India will hold about 200 meetings in 32 different sectors in multiple locations across India.
Here's also what's making news across the globe. United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres on Monday, while addressing the COP27 climate conference in Egypt, warned that the world is on a highway to climate hell. Now, Guterres further called for a new pact between rich and poor countries to work closer together with financial help and phasing out of coal in rich nations by 2030 and elsewhere by 2040.
The clock is ticking. We are in the fight of our lives and we are losing. Greenhouse gas emissions keep growing. Global temperatures keep rising. And our planet is fast approaching tipping points that will make climate chaos irreversible. We are on a highway to climate hell with our foot still on the accelerator.
French President Emmanuel Macron met with British Prime Minister Rishi Sunak on the sidelines of the UN's climate conference in Sharm el-Sheikh on Monday. Now, the leaders were expected to use the talks at COP27 to discuss the issue of small boat crossings across the English Channel.
26 Congress leaders jumped ship to join the BJP in Himachal Pradesh ahead of state assembly polls. NCP leader and supporters block screening of the Marathi movie Assault Cinegoers, and FIR is lodged against Jitendra Awad. The centre approves a quota in MBBS and BDS courses for spouses and children of those killed in terror attacks in the valley. Gunman Sukesh Chandrashekhar shoots yet another letter, says more dirt will be coming out. AIMIM leader claims stone pelting on the Vande Bharat Express targeting Owaisi and his convoy. A fast-track court is to pronounce its verdict in the Shivling worship at Gyanvapi Mosque today. Good morning and thank you very much for staying with us. This is Live and Breaking. I'm Nupur Talwar Suri. Now, the former Chief Minister Siddaramaiah has made a controversial statement on the EWS quota. Siddaramaiah tried to appease in what appears to be an appeasement of the minorities, said that it is not a unanimous decision passed by the Supreme Court. Article 15 and 16 don't speak about economic backwardness as a criteria for reservation. Now, this of course is in response to the 3-2 verdict that came out from the Supreme Court, which had held that the 103rd Amendment is valid and that it stands constitutionally as well as legally. So the ex-Karnataka Chief Minister Siddaramaiah over there questioning the Supreme Court's pro-poor quota verdict. Let's listen into what he said.
ಅದು 5 ಜನರು ಕೂಡ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ತೀರ್ಮಾನ ಅಲ್ಲ. 3 ಜನ ಒಂಥರ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, 2 ಜನ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಥರ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಾ? ನಂದು ಅಭಿಪ್ರಾಯ ಜಡ್ಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮೇಲೆಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರಲ್ಲ. ಅವ್ರ ಜಡ್ಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅವ್ರು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಅವರ ಕಾನೂನಿನ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ. ಬಟ್ ನಾನು ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿರೋ ಮಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕನಾಮಿಕಲಿ ವೀಕರ್ ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ಗೆ ಮೀಸಲಾತಿ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಆರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ 15 ಆಗಲಿ ಆರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ 16 ಆಗಲಿ ಹೇಳಲ್ಲ. ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಮೈ ವ್ಯೂ. ಆರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ 15 ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ 16 ಉದ್ಯೋಗ ಮತ್ತು ಶಿಕ್ಷಣದಲ್ಲಿ ಮೀಸಲಾತಿ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತದೆ. ಅದು ಕೊಡುವಾಗ ಸೋಷಿಯಲಿ ಎಜುಕೇಷನಲ್ಲಿ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ವರ್ಡ್ನೆಸ್ನ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಇದೆ. ಸೋಷಿಯಲಿ ಎಜುಕೇಷನಲ್ಲಿ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ವರ್ಡ್ನೆಸ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಎಕನಾಮಿಕಲಿ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ವರ್ಡ್ನೆಸ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತಿಲ್ಲ. ಅದರಿಂದ ಜಡ್ಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಬಂದಿದೆ, ನೋಡೋಣ. ಜಡ್ಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಕಾಪಿ ಬಂದಮೇಲೆ, ಪೂರ್ಣ ಬಂದಮೇಲೆ.
All right, Prajwal is reporting live on this. He joins us right now from Bengaluru. Prajwal, how is this statement from Siddaramaiah being seen? Is this being seen largely in a political context, given the fact that, of course, Karnataka will be seeing assembly elections soon enough?
Good morning, Nupur. Absolutely, because now if you're looking at Siddaramaiah's statement, the BJP is going on to allege that this is again minority appeasement by the Congress, especially from the leader of opposition and former Chief Minister Siddaramaiah, because he's clearly gone on to state and question as to why were the economically weaker sections given the quota. But he's also mentioning that this is only his opinion and he will react once he gets the full judgment copy. And also it has not gone down well with the Siddaramaiah that the SC, ST and the OBCs have been excluded from the economically weaker section quota here, because the Supreme Court has also mentioned that this is only logical. Otherwise, there will be double reservation for the SC, STs and the OBCs, which can also be misused too. And the Congress, which is somewhat involved in appeasement of the minorities, are definitely unhappy